Today, we're going to talk a little bit about strategic licensing. Again, my name is Cameron Starman, Senior Director of Client Management for Clovity, Platinum Solution Partner. Hand it over to Anuj and Kevin to say hello as well.
Hey guys, my name is Anuj Sachdeva. I'm the Chief Executive at Clovity. We are an Atlassian solution partner, as Cameron mentioned, predominantly service in the public sector space, which is federal government, SLED, which is state, local, and education. And then we service the whole gamut from Jira to JSM to Confluence to Jira Align Strategy Collection.
Hey, my name is Kevin Howard. I'm the team manager here at Carahsoft for our Atlassian practice. And I've been doing Atlassian here for about 8.5 years.
And Kevin is very important to our business. So, as a solution partner, one of the key things that we do, especially in the government space, is providing licensing. And there's a very strategic component in terms of ensuring the right delivery, the right timing. As we are doing implementations, migrations, cutovers, things like that, there's just a lot of importance. So the collaboration with Carahsoft is very important to Clovity, and so we wanted to kind of take some time today to talk a little bit about it. And I think one of the things is, how do our clients and along with our help strategically plan, procure, and implement Atlassian licenses in a way that delivers lasting value. So today we're going to kind of bring a little bit of the procurement lens, a little bit of the technical lens, and then we'll kind of basically see where the conversation takes us. So, a little bit, I think, we can maybe kind of start about like co-terming and license management. I think that's a really important thing that Carahsoft kind of takes care of. I think it's really important to kind of keep the customer, platforms running and kind of no drops in service. Kevin, anything you kind of add about that, just in terms of that importance or how you guys view that as Carahsoft?
For sure. So I would say there's some uniqueness to Atlassian licensing in the government, but regardless of the software manufacturer within the government, obviously co-terming and license management is essential not only for the end users, but for Carahsoft, but for some of our partners that are working with us on the deals as well. Something unique of Atlassian is how they have marketplace applications or co-terms or upgrades or downgrades depending on the customer's need, along with the deployment type as well. The most interesting thing of Atlassian within this marketplace is they have about 12 to 15 core tools that are associated alongside of about 2,000 plus marketplace add-ons that are able to be purchased alongside these core products, but enhance the kind of the out-of-the-box tool, which is awesome.
Yeah, no, I just want to double click, having first-hand experience of leveraging sort of Carahsoft for licensing and leveraging Atlassian for commercial licensing. I honestly, Carahsoft makes it super simple, right? It's almost like hiding all the complexities of like Kevin mentioned, like the complexities of the apps, the complexities of the co-terming, the multi-year, the start dates, the renewals, all of that is hidden with Carahsoft being on the front. I honestly, that's like a blessing in disguise. We could save so much time just to make it more seamless for us. And the turnaround is much faster, actually. At times it's much faster than actually we reaching out to Atlassian and going through that process. Mm-hmm. Carahsoft process is much faster.
For sure. Especially, just kind of when we touch on, cloud, data center, there can, and especially hybrid environments, right? And we were just talking about this before we got on, right? All the different elements that kind of go into procuring those pieces, right? And some of the discounts that we're able to pass down to our clients as well. Obviously, sometimes Carahsoft is helping us make sure we secure this, so it's pretty awesome.
Not to mention, obviously, Carahsoft is the sort of the government sort of biggest license marketplace beyond Atlassian. So they bring all that learnings of what they do with other sort of products within Atlassian, right? So that's another thing, right? You get to see sort of the complexities of the other big products to this, and then to make sure the whole licensing piece is much more simplified and easier for us as partners.
Sure. I mean, Kevin, I think one of the kind of really important things about also working with you guys is the contract element, right? And obviously we've just joined you recently as a services partner, which we're really excited about because as a medium-sized business and growing, it's not always easy to get on all of these federal contracts and keep them going. So anything you kind of say in there? I know obviously there's some complexity there, which again I think you guys help kind of hide as well, but anything from the contract support section that you'd want to call out?
For sure. So as Anuj was saying, not only we try to become experts or master our expertise in these different software manufacturers and how they work and how they are shaped, but from a contract standpoint as well of becoming, not only you guys are experts in kind of the implementation and the delivery side of it, but trying to become experts in contract management and government procurement cycles and how a customer needs to transact and terms and conditions and red line agreements. So we have a full team dedicated to managing those contracts and kind of walking us through very similar to that we've done recently as well.
Sure.
Yeah, I know we were talking to Stacy earlier today, right? From the interesting part is I always say commercial is all about relationship and public sector is all about efficiency. And here it is, right? So we're talking about 1,000 pages of contract, right? I mean, like sometimes it's like you have to give like literally there are 1,000 questions, you have to go through that. I mean, it's best to have an efficient team within Carahsoft who can tackle with that, because it's so much paperwork, and the fact that we are far away and we can leverage their vehicle, and all the partners out there who can leverage their contract vehicles for services, that's besides the licensing, that's amazing, right? You can add, that's an added value which can quadruple the business. I mean, or sort of the efficiency can quadruple basically.
For sure. And I mean, not you're not no one person is good at every single thing, and no company or entity is also good at every single thing.
Exactly.
And it's that level of partnership, right, which I think kind of brings this all together. And I think everybody can kind of play the position that they know best, and that can really kind of, I don't know, just it helps elevate the entire process, I think, and that's something
you summed it exactly. We do the services. I mean, the partner ecosystem does the services. Carahsoft does the licenses, and just by the virtue of the licenses, they have all these contract vehicles which we can now leverage, and sort of we focus on our core, they focus on their core, and together we win.
Kevin, you had something?
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of the triple header of having Atlassian involved in the customer, from a solution partner involved in the customer, and Carahsoft as well, of kind of knowing the license model and how it's been procured in the past, kind of helps get this from A to Z.
Yeah,
faster.
And I think, just as kind of like a final point, I think there is a really great thing that, because of, us as solution partners working with you guys, we are able to, discount some of those licenses, right? So we're able to provide further value back to our government customers, right? Obviously as they're growing, we kind of
also because of that. So that's kind of how the ecosystem, I would say, I call it triangle. The AEs, the Carahsoft, and the solution partner should come together and give the best value, because that's when you upsell, that's when you cross-sell, that's when you upgrade also. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Oh, Kevin?
Exactly, kind of the hammer and the nail. What I was kind of saying earlier is it's that kind of triple effect or triple header of having Atlassian's involvement, a solution partner, and Carahsoft. It kind of goes back to some of the core values that we've always been learned from Atlassian of collaborating within or unleashing the potential of all of our teams. Of, as Anuj was saying, of some of that missing information that could be living with one party is not living with the other, and allowing to collaborate together and making sure that the customer is getting the best value at the end of the day is what we're all here to do.
No, definitely. And I agree. I think, and just that ability for, I think all of us to ask questions when, people come to you with technical questions, or people come to us with contracting, or something that's maybe a little out of our scope. We know that we can pull each other in, and we know that we can kind of rely on each other. And I think, I kind of said that before, it does just elevate overall that process. And I think no matter what, the clients do feel that. Maybe they don't know it. Maybe they don't exactly see it. I think sometimes in certain cases, right, they do see us all, jumping in on something. But, sometimes that magic kind of happens, that Carahsoft magic happens in that background. So, but I think, together, together it really kind of ensures that we can really deliver. And I think how you start an engagement is very important. And I think a lot of that leads into that start.
No, you raise a very valid point. And look at it. I mean, I was telling more from inside out, but now if you look at it outside in, for a customer to see the three parties are unified, then they also get the confidence that they're being served in the best way, or in their best interest, right? Because a lot of times, I mean, I've seen with not in this setup, but in my previous sort of setup, that the customers that either they can play on with each other, or they don't get the confidence that the three parties are not talking. So that's another. I mean, the inside out and outside in is both sides. It's a win-win.
Sure, definitely. Yeah, just to kind of summarize, I think one of the things that we kind of kept touching on today is that none of this happens by itself, right? I think you need good partners. You need people that you can rely on. You need subject matter experts in a number of different ways to really focus on both SLED and federal markets, and even working with companies, let's say that service those as well, because there's also that nuance that always comes in. But
needless to say, on the other side, we have to deal with the ticket system. But here you get answers quickly. So it's been a great partnership, and for all the audience and this other partners out there, it's nothing better than this model.
Thank you, and it's great working with you guys as well. I think what we kind of hit on throughout the day was licensing is strategic. It takes kind of that triple header or that triple head effect to get the job done, and making sure that the customer's happy with what they're getting at the end of the day. So I wanted to thank you guys and thank Atlassian as well.
Yeah. Well, thanks for taking the time out.
Thanks,
and thanks for offering your space. We, obviously got to really enjoy that today. So
no problem.
Thanks everybody for joining us.